Good morning, Saturday morning. I've been doing a lot of looking up on YouTube and the internet about what to do when you have a sprained ankle. And I found a lot of good information, but I also wanted to make this video because it's been about 18 days now since I rolled my ankle pretty good out on a trail run. And I had to get back to my car after I rolled it about a mile and a half back, and I used a juniper branch to help me as I used it as a crutch. And I don't know if that helped or if that hurt the situation. Now, here's some pictures of what it looked like initially, and then I'm going to show some pictures of what it looks like today. Just from, I didn't go to a doctor, and I'm not a doctor. I don't proclaim to be a doctor. I'm just talking about my experience and how I've dealt with this ankle sprain. Doing some research, I kind of gathered that it was a grade 2 because it did swell up quite a bit. So it definitely was worse than a 1. And just from how quickly I've been able to heal up, I would say I probably stretched or partially torn some ligaments in my ankle. Things that I did do is I iced it every day, and I took ibuprofen, and this was in the evenings. I also elevated it in the evenings. I walked every day. I walked at least 2 miles every day, and I'm back up to 4 miles a day. So there isn't a day when I stopped using it. I kept using it, and it wasn't comfortable in the beginning, but I didn't stop moving. It took about to day 10 or 11 before I was able to put my shoe back on. So I wore a sandal for the first 10 or 11 days on the right ankle, right foot, because I couldn't get my trail runner on. When I did get it on and was able to walk with it, I had my shoe untied for a couple days, and now I'm moving around with my shoe tied. And it's uncomfortable because the only swelling that's left in my ankle is that bone on the outside of my foot, on my ankle. And it's still the only thing that's swollen. So my shoe rubs against it. But it's getting better every day. And again, I go out and I move every day. But I also have looked and found some videos, and I started doing the exercises that were found in the videos. I'll do a real quick demonstration of each one, but I'll put the link to the video that I used in the comments so that you can check it out. Now, a little background information is I run quite a bit. I'm up to, it's May now, I'm up to 500 miles. Most of that is running, some of it's hiking, but most of it's running. So I do run quite a bit. I'm active. So I was active before I sprained my ankle. So that might have something to do with the reason that I seem to be healing up pretty quick. I'm not able to run yet. It's day 18 now, but I'm pushing off a little. But the impact of landing is worse than the push off. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and we'll see what day 20, 25 brings. But here's some exercises that I do to rehab my ankle. Okay, so as you can see, my ankle right here, this is where most of the pain has been. This is the only portion of my ankle that's still swollen. If you've seen the pictures earlier, it was grotesque. It was a big deformed mess. But this is still where I have something going on. But the pain, there's not a lot of pain there unless I really push on it. Okay, so here are the exercises that I've been doing. And again, I found this on YouTube. I'll put the video up. The first one is just doing some calf raises. And I usually do about 20. I do this 2 or 3 times during the day whenever I have a few minutes free. I'll go ahead and run through this cycle of exercises. So I do the calf raises, try to do about 20. I don't really count. I just do it until I start to feel a bit fatigued. And then I do a squat, and I usually leave my back foot down, you know, and I just squat. You can, you know, do some squats and lift your foot if you're comfortable doing that. Please. Okay, and I do about 10 to 12 of those. Those are good exercises. Another exercise that I do to check my range of motion, let me put this cap right here, is I have the wall here. I can put this leg, my foot that's not hurt, I can put it quite a ways back and I can touch my knee to the wall. And my heel doesn't come off the ground. But with my hurt leg, I can't go as far, and it really, I'm quite a bit closer to the wall, but I move far enough out that I can complete this exercise without raising my heel off the ground. And this is the one that's the most uncomfortable. I do it nice and slow in about 10 reps. And I'm just going to keep going until I can get that range of motion back from and be similar to what I was with my other foot. And then the other exercise, which is interesting, is they say a lot of times you get a reoccurrence of a sprained ankle is because your nerves have to heal. And so you want to do exercises that kind of communicate where your ankle is in space. And I don't know all about that, but it makes sense because you not only damage ligaments, you also damage nerves. So this exercise is I stand on one foot and then I point my toe at the hands of the clock. Reach out as far as I can. Right now I'm holding on to the wall, but you don't have to. This, when you don't, it challenges your ankle more. And I'll do that a couple times around, like I say, a couple, 2 or 3 times a day. And it seems to be helping. So ice it, elevate it in the evenings, but keep moving. I haven't stopped moving. I've been walking every day since it's happened. And it wasn't always comfortable. And doing this one exercise, you know, where you put that one really kind of stresses everything. Something else I do when I'm just setting is I'll just circle my ankle around. I noticed that as I'm doing that, I'm getting a popping sound, but I do it with my other foot and it also pops a little bit too. So it's probably just old ligaments and bones doing what they're doing. But these things have really helped. I feel that I've you know, rehabbed it, and I'm moving along pretty quickly. And online, I seen it could take 3-6 weeks, maybe even months to get past something like this. But I just wanted to see for myself, you know, what I could do to make it better. I gotta climb up Mount Adams in 2 weeks that I'd like to be able to do, and so we'll see. I might do another quick video update here in a week or 2, but let me know what you think. Try it out. See if this helps too. Now, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not somebody who's going to be, you know, able to tell you what you should do. I didn't want to go to the hospital. My thought was that after a couple, you know, 5 days, if the pain didn't start getting better, and maybe the swelling wasn't going to go away, then I was going to go to have a doctor check it out. But I'm fortunate enough that it went the other way. And after the initial huge swelling, you know, it started to go in a positive direction. And so that's where I'm at today. I hope this video helps if you sprained your ankle. And if you've done something different that helped, you know, leave it in the comments for the next people that unfortunately have to watch this video. All right. Have a good day. Keep on moving.